Welcome to my channel, DJ Omega MVP. Don't forget to follow. Don't forget to hit the notifications. Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to leave a comment and share with your friends. Let's get right into it. Press Secretary Leavitt is on Fox News. Let's see what she has to say.
Can we protect these ICE officers lawfully carrying out their duties?
Well, the administration fully intends to. President Trump and the entire Trump administration stands firmly with the brave men and women of ICE, who are everyday Americans who put on their uniform every day to protect our communities and to carry out lawful law enforcement operations. That's what's been happening on the ground in Minnesota, and that's what's been taking place in every community across the country. And I just want to zoom out, and you see these agitators who have been violently protesting and harassing ICE agents all weekend long. What are they out there protesting for? They are actively trying to impede law enforcement operations and end the President Trump's mandate to deport illegal alien criminals from our communities. And it's Fox News' very own Bill Malugin.
No. You're not deporting the illegals, the rapists, the worst and the worst. You are deporting people with no criminal record. They just walking around, you just grabbing them and kidnapping for no reason. Your ICE agents are kidnapping people left and right. And if you are looking for the pedophiles, release the Epstein files. That's all you have to do, but you're not doing that, right? You're just being a racist regimen. And you saying that the MAGA voted for that? MAGA is adapting to what they voted for. They're adapting because they didn't vote for this shit. There's probably the 30% of the MAGA crowd likes this. And those are the racist, white nationalist MAGA people. And the billionaires that don't give a fuck about anything that is going on in the United States.
Who had exceptional reporting in the last few days. These are illegal alien criminal pedophiles, murderers, rapists, some of the worst criminals who, if given the chance, would commit those same heinous crimes to the protesters.
You gave the chance to all the pedophiles that Trump is protecting. Trump is like literally doing that by not releasing the whole Epstein files. That only 1% of the whole thing has been released. There's more than 2 million files still being redacted by the DOJ, Pam Bondi, the FBI, Kash Patel. So we don't want these people here. But at the same time, you are protecting the same people that you are taking out of this country. And Trump is in the White House, the one protecting Epstein and his billionaire friends from being brought to justice. So, Leavitt, you are a lying bitch.
In the streets of Minneapolis right now. So short answer is yes, of course. We are surging resources to Minneapolis, and the Trump administration is going to deliver on President Trump's mandate to remove violent illegal aliens from our communities and make America safe again.
Yeah. Listen, America's citizens are being kidnapped. White, black, brown, it doesn't matter. If you are against ICE, you are being grabbed and you're being like tased with something. They are using something that is debilitating the people that they are grabbing. Because all the videos that I've seen lately, they are using their powers, they're kicking them, they're putting knees to their backs, and all of a sudden these people are acting like they're not alive anymore. And they are being grabbed and put it on an SUV and taken away. Like, where are they taking these people? Like we don't know. They're not telling us where they're taking all these people that didn't get arrested. Um, this is a whole freaking mess, and they don't care. They don't care.
Actions were justified.
Absolutely. And I think the more evidence that comes out shows the officer was justified, and President Trump was right about this all along. And who was wrong? The Democrat Party and the mainstream media, who despicably have been lying about this officer. And
How is the media wrong? Wait. How is the media and the Democrats like wrong about this? We saw what we saw. It's on video. The ICE agent shot once, move away. The Renee was already probably dead. Her body was unalive. She already had her foot on the gas. When she got shot, her body went on shock, pressed the gas. The guy moved to the side and shot her 2 more times in the head. And then that's when you see the car going like 30 miles per hour down the street and striking a pole. That's what we saw on the video. It's not us. It's not our fault. It's not Democrats' fault. It's not the media's fault. It's your administration's fault. It's the DHS fault. Is the ICE agent's fault. Is your fault. But these people don't. MAGA doesn't want to take accountability about nothing. They don't. They're not accountable for nothing. They're not responsible for nothing. They just pass the buck to the next Democrat. Like.
About this case from the very beginning, and they have had to change their story and their narrative, because at first you heard Democrats, including the mayor of Minneapolis, saying that the car never struck the officer and the lethal force was unjustified. Now, of course, there is plentiful video evidence to show that the officer was struck by the car, that this
the officer was struck by the car right before he shot the lady. When he shot the lady, her body went on shock and her foot was already on the gas. So when your body goes on shock, what do? You tensed up. She pressed the gas and the car went. It hit him. And then he moved to the side and shot her 2 more times. That's what we saw. They are whitewashing this whole story like they did January 6th. It's just fucking crazy how they can bring up a story, continue to say it until it becomes true in the MAGA mind. But if you have a sane mind and 2 eyes, you saw what you saw. Like, these people are lying to you.
Deranged lunatic woman was trying to ram him over.
What he say?
Deranged lunatic woman was plentiful video evidence to show that the officer was struck by the car, that this deranged lunatic woman was
the press secretary, the mouthpiece of the president of the United States, just called Renee Good a deranged lunatic woman. Kristi Noem called her 2 minutes after it happens a terrorist. See what we are dealing with? Incompetent, not rational people. They just say whatever they want. Like she didn't deserve to die. They don't know her, and they just call her deranged lunatic woman, a terrorist. But the guy that shot her is at home. He's a hero. He's recovering from his wounds with his family. And I bet that guy will get a medal of honor in a few months. A big check, like $100,000 check. Because this MAGA regiment doesn't hold themselves accountable for nothing.
Trying to ram him over with her vehicle and was using that vehicle as a weapon, which justifies domestic terrorism. And
see, domestic terrorism. So the police officer, the ICE officer, shot her first. She then hit him accidentally with the car. He moved away, shot her 2 more times, and that dude is not a terrorist. The victim is a terrorist. So having a good people with guns doing bad things is still bad. Because that excuse that MAGA love to use, you need to have good people with guns to take the bad people with guns. Oh, now in this occasion with the car is bad. It doesn't make sense. In the real world, this doesn't make sense at all.
Unfortunately, we are seeing these instances play out in American communities across the country where you have these organized, paid antagonists who are part of these groups that are actively, unlawfully just.
She's like, do I remember my lines? Do I remember my lines? No lip Botox, bitch. Like, she's lying. Like, the way she speaks, you know, those are like pre-ChatGPT lines that she came out with, and she's just repeating it. Because the Fox News viewers, that's what they just love to hear. Like, propaganda.
Impeding lawful law enforcement operations. They are harassing and targeting ICE agents, trying to make it impossible, again, for them to carry out their duties. That's what was happening in this case. That officer used his training. I understand that he's been on the force and he's been protecting American communities for many, many years. He's an experienced and brave individual who unfortunately had to make a very tough decision and was put in that position by these paid agitators.
Wait, so he got put in that position because of paid agitators? No. You in the administration put him in that position because of your training that you gave him. And the training is you have immunity to do whatever you have to do with these people. That is the truth. That is the whole truth. These people are trained to kill, to shoot first, ask questions last. And that's how they're going about it. That's the training. No more than that. No more than that. Don't forget to follow me, hit the notifications. This is my new channel. Not new, but this is what I'm doing now on this channel. I'm reacting to political things, sports, entertainment. Hit the notifications, hit the like, leave a comment. I'm gonna get better and better, so let's continue.
Today, the national average of gasoline is the lowest that it's been in 5 years. We have core inflation at its lowest level in 5 years. And so with a little bit of patience, the American people are going to continue to see that the best is yet to come. President Trump has a proven economic formula that works. He delivered on it in his first term. He's delivering on it now. And in 2026, people in Michigan and in every state across the country are going to see more money in their pockets thanks to President Trump's working families tax cut that he signed into law last year. Those tax rebates will go into effect this year, and the average American, middle-class American, can look forward to up to $1,000 back into their wallets because of those signature tax cuts. So the best is yet to come. There's a lot of positive economic news out there. The president's not going to stop working. He has housing plans in the works. He has a health care plan in the works, and so you'll continue to hear from the president, and he'll continue to hit the road across the country to speak directly with the people he loves most, the American people.
Bro, first of all, Dutch promised us a $5,000 check. That never came. Then Trump said, we're going to give you a $2,000 tariffs check rebate. That never came. Then Trump promised a $1,776 dollars check to the military. That never came. Then now they are saying the American people are going to see a $1,000 amount on their bank accounts. Let me break it down to you. That's never going to happen. That's not going to happen. The best is yet to come. Nothing is coming. If 2025 you promise all this money that was coming to the American people, what makes 2026 any different? She just gave a minute of propaganda to the American people. If Fox News viewers will have one cell in their brain that works, they will notice that they're lying. They're lying. You're not getting that money. You're not getting 1 cent. You're not getting tax deductions. You're not getting no tax on tips. You're not getting no tax on overtime. You're not getting none of that shit. Simple. You're not getting it. So if you believe it, prove me wrong. I just proved my point from last year. 2026 is not gonna be any different. You think of what was going on the streets with ICE and all this fucking bullshit, and Venezuela and Greenland and Colombia, you think that will make it better? You think those things will make things better here? With Trump getting another $1.5 trillion for defense, you think you're gonna get 1 cent from that? Nah, bro. Trump is lying. You're not getting anything. Not 1 cent.
Let's look ahead to Thursday, where it's just been announced that the president is going to be meeting with the Venezuelan opposition leader, Maria Corina Machado. The president said after Maduro was deposed and captured and brought to the United States that he didn't believe that Machado had the support within Venezuela to become at least the interim president. Her proxy, Edmundo Gonzalez, in the last election that they had in Venezuela, got more than 80% of the vote, according to some counts. Why did the president not believe she would have the support to become interim president?
Listen, Trump, when he bombed Venezuela, the first thing he said was Machado didn't have the respect of the Venezuelan people. She was a total loser in the Venezuelan eyes. He doesn't like her because she won the Nobel Peace Prize. That's it. He said all that because she won the Nobel Peace Prize. Now Machado wants to suck on Trump's finger and gift him her Nobel Peace Prize to Trump. So Trump can put her as the leader of Venezuela. But I guess people forgot. Trump is the president of Venezuela. Nobody else is gonna run Venezuela if it's not Trump. So doing all this shit that she's doing, like giving him the Nobel Peace Prize, it's not going to help you. And nothing's gonna help.
Well, I think President Trump and his national security team made a realistic assessment of the reality on the ground in Venezuela, and that decision has turned out to be a good one, because look at what President Trump and his team have been able to accomplish in just a little over a week since the capture of the illegitimate dictator of Venezuela, Nicolas Maduro, who continues to sit in a jail cell in New York. Look at what has happened.
Yeah, Maduro is in a jail cell in New York, eating 3 meals a day from our tax money, living his best life. Trust me, nobody is touching Maduro inside prison. Nobody is. He's living his best life.
Had complete cooperation thus far from the interim authorities in Venezuela. You've seen the president has been able to cut a $500 billion energy deal. 31 million barrels of oil are now making their way to the United States to be sold. And that money is going into an account that is controlled by the United States government. I mean, the world has...
Ooh, that money is going to an account controlled by the United States government, aka Donald Trump.
Never seen such success like this before, and it's because of the creative thinking, but also the action of President Trump and his entire national security team.
So creative, so creative. Listen, all the money you make, put it in my account. That's all you have to do. I don't care. Just put it into my account that I'm going to control. The American people, again, is not going to see any freaking $1,000 check. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. That's all you have to do. Don't forget to follow me on this channel, DJOMEGAMVP. Hit the notifications, leave a comment, hit the like. Here we go.
No question on the independence of the Fed. There are some concerned at this moment based on the new actions by the Feds to open a probe into the Federal Reserve Chair, Jerome Powell. President Trump has made it very clear how he feels about the Federal Reserve Chair and his actions while chairing the Fed. Can you assure independence of the Federal Reserve, and where will this be going next, this probe?
Well, look, as for the criminal probe, you'll have to ask the Department of Justice about that. They are in charge. I do know.
No, the person who is in charge is Donald Trump, first of all. Then he just told Pam Bondi to investigate him, to investigate Powell. Because why? Because he wants Powell out of the job. He wants to put a loyalist into that position, a yes man that will do whatever Trump wants him to do. It's not because Trump likes him, because Trump appointed Powell in his first term. Trump appointed Powell into the Feds. He said he was the man for the job. He was a great man. He was an honest man and all this shit. Then 2020, he loses. He's still on the Fed under Joe Biden. And now he wins, Trump wins, and now he wants him out. Because he doesn't have lawyer interest rate at the liking of Donald Trump. So Trump is inventing any excuse to investigate anybody that goes against Trump. He's investigating Powell because some money into elevators and to the new building, to the new Feds building they're building. It's like the ticky-tack-toe thing. Like ticky-tack, like anything. Just investigate him. We don't care. We just want the narrative that Powell is corrupt. That he's a fraudster. That he committed fraud. Just anything. Just say anything. Doesn't matter how if we have evidence. If we don't have evidence, we don't care. Trump doesn't care about evidence. Ask Letitia James. Ask James Comey. That thing didn't last not even a month after the charges were dropped. This is the same thing. Powell, they don't have evidence of nothing. They just want the narrative that Powell committed fraud and this thing, and we're gonna do these investigations and this shit. Even though Powell is leaving in 4 months. But no, the Trump is a crime baby. That wants everything what he wants. If you don't give it to him,
what happened last Wednesday. And the officer who was...
So let's do a refresh and see where we at, if we have more. So this is like insane shit, bro. This administration doesn't care, or they just lie to the American people. They just lie and lie and lie.
Should be in jail.
Thank you so much, Caroline. Jerome Powell, President Trump has mentioned on multiple occasions that the administration could probably bring a lawsuit against him. Did the president ever direct DOJ officials to open an investigation into Powell?
No.
And can you...
Yes. Yes, 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 and yes.
Assure the American public that his long-standing criticisms and public comments about Powell had nothing to do with the investigation?
Look, the president has every right to criticize the Fed.
You see? Every time Trump's criticize somebody, yes, no, that's a direct talking point to the DOJ. Whatever Trump comes out of his mouth, yeah, I would like to investigate X people. I would love that. That's a direct message to Pam Bondi to start the investigations.
He has a First Amendment right, just like all of you do. And one thing for sure, the president's made it quite clear, is Jerome Powell is bad at his job. As for whether or not Jerome Powell is a criminal, that's an answer the Department of Justice.
See, they don't care. See what I'm telling you? They don't care if Powell is innocent or guilty or not. They just want the narrative that Powell is a fraudster. That's it. They are diminishing his name and lying on his name, and that's all that matters. They don't care if they have proof. They don't care if they have evidence. They don't care nothing. They just care about wherever we label that person, that's we're gonna label him.
Clear is one thing for sure, the president's made it quite clear, is Jerome Powell is bad at his job. As for whether or not Jerome Powell is a criminal, that's an answer the Department of Justice is going to have to find out, and it looks like they intend to find that out.
So Pam Bondi needs to find out something on Powell. Like, they don't have anything. Listen, like last year they wanted to put Barack Obama in jail. They didn't do it. He got immunity. They want to put Joe Biden in jail. They can't. They want to put Hunter Biden in jail. They can't. They wanted to put James Comey in jail. They can't. They want to put Letitia James in jail. They can't. Now they want to put Powell in jail. They're not going to do it. They're not going to do it. It's not going to happen. Look, they intend to find out. They're going to find out something. I don't know. ChatGPT is going to find something. Incredible.
Believe that the Fed should operate independently from him.
The president has made it quite clear he thinks Jerome Powell is bad at his job, and the president has made it quite clear, as have many economists, by the way, that interest rates should be lowered, and they should have been lowered a long time ago.
But does he believe in the independence of the Fed, Caroline?
He has, and he said that many times.
Yeah, independent, not to the United States, not independent to nobody, just independent to Trump. You're going to depend on me, of what I tell you you're going to do. That's all it is. Whatever I told you to do, that's what the next Fed is going to do. A loyalist, yes, man. That's what Trump wants, and that's what he's going to get. So Leavitt here saying that he has and said that many times. He hasn't said that anytime. He wants a Project 2025 MAGA loyalist into that position so he can do whatever Trump wants him to do. That's it.
The president
Thank you,
believed
Caroline.
that Jay Powell should go to jail if he lied about
Does the president?
Eamon, you're yelling out a question that's being asked in a different way, but it's the same exact question as we just answered, and I just answered it. We'll let the Department of Justice determine that.
Yeah, Trump wants everybody to be in jail, but it's not gonna happen because they don't have any evidence of anything. They can say whatever they want, but they don't have evidence. If you go to court and you don't show evidence of what you are claiming, you're gonna be free in 2 seconds. Not even in a millisecond, you're gonna be free. Because the judge is gonna look at you like, bro, what's your evidence? Oh, we are making it up. Oh, okay. Where's the evidence? Okay, case dismissed. Like, example, Trump lost 62 court cases trying to overturn the 2020 elections. Until this day, he's still saying that he won the elections. MAGA is a bunch of lying bitches, yo. They love to lie. Yes, whatever they say is a lie. Whatever comes out of their mouth is a lie.
Week, presidents also made it very clear that only oil tankers that are approved by the United States of America will be flowing from Venezuela, and we will continue to seize ships that are stateless or that are not approved for commerce by the United States.
So Trump is gonna steal all the oil that is going through whatever his position. He's gonna seize it and say that's my oil. I didn't prove that because you had to go through me. So Trump's gonna steal all the oil because people needs to go through Trump, through the U.S. government to do business. That's what we're doing now. Now Trump controls everything on the Western Hemisphere. The dictator of this part of the world now. Donald Trump. This is incredible.
To Iran, is the objective in these discussions with Iran still complete denuclearization, or what else is the president looking for as he, engages in these discussions?
Well, he's made it quite clear he certainly doesn't want to see people being killed in the streets of Tehran, and unfortunately, that's something we're seeing right now.
Yeah, we are seeing that on the American streets right now. We are literally seeing people being killed on American soil, on the American streets in your neighborhood. ICE agents are killing people now. But the government doesn't want to see it in Iran, but they love to see it in the United States. You don't see any pushbacks on ICE eliminating people left and right, kidnapping people left and right, hurting people left and right. MAGA is a bunch of hypocrites.
Asking about Greenland, and I think the president was very clear last.
So Trump already has Venezuela as the 51st state, because if you look, Trump is the acting president of Venezuela already. So Venezuela, the 51st state. Greenland is going to be soon the 52nd U.S. state because Trump said so. Trump will go to war for Greenland. I will give it, I say, another 3 weeks. And we're gonna see bombings and U.S. Interfering in Greenland. And then March Madness is gonna happen. We're gonna have a war that is all Trump made by Trump. Because NATO will come in and protect Greenland, because Greenland is part of Denmark, and Denmark is part of NATO, so NATO needs to protect the NATO country. But Trump is betting that the NATO will not do anything. Trump is betting that if he goes into Greenland, he's thinking like, NATO's not gonna do nothing. Please, NATO won't do nothing to us. That I'm willing to say that Trump will lose that bet. He will lose that bet. Now, listen, Christy Gnomes, just seconds after that lady died, called her a freaking terrorist. And, oh, you know, what the fuck? What the hell? Okay. Call her a terrorist, and okay, no, we are working. My charger didn't want to work. Okay. So Kristen Holmes called Renee Good a terrorist like hours after she was assassinated in cold blood. So I don't think Trump will say anything different rather than defend her DHS director. These people are protected by Trump. These people will eventually have immunity. Trump will pardon them. I bet if it's not Trump, JD Vance will pardon every single person in the cabinet that is doing all this shit. Like Noam is running DHS with immunity, and she knows that she can do no wrong in the Trump and MAGA's eyes. So like, yeah, they're gonna protect each other. They're gonna continue protecting ICE, and whatever they do, they have immunity to do. No, I just told you what we protected, bitch. Hmm. That's the MAGA. That's the Republican Party that is protecting the Epstein files. That's the MAGA protecting the billionaire class. That's MAGA protecting Trump. That's MAGA protecting the ICE agents. Renee Good is not a lunatic. You, Leavitt, is a lying lunatic. Come on. We're not protecting those people. We want them out. But you are the ones who are protecting the rich pedophiles of this country. Like conspirators to commit child rape. You are protecting those people. And you are here lying on a dead body of a woman, but at the same time protecting your dear leader at the White House. Got it. Got it. Don't forget to follow me, hit the notifications for more videos. This is insane. This is like this is state media in North Korea. This is the lady that sits there and just go propaganda 24/7 for Kim Jong-un. She's the same. Leavitt is just the same person. Same. So with that said, thank you for joining me. Hit the follow button, hit the notifications, leave a comment, leave a like. I'm going to see you in my next video. DJ Omega MVP. Peace.